All right, what is going on? What is going on, everybody? We are live here in the After Review Studios. I am your host, Peter. What's up, everybody? Hanging out on a Saturday night. Got a little UFC going on, watching along. We had several people asking about it, talking about it, but just hanging out, watching along. Obviously, I can't show it. I'm not a criminal over here. But yeah, hanging in, watching some fights, shooting the shit with you guys. We'll be on after, hanging out, talking about all the things to talk about in sports. Let's get a poll up. Say, what's up? What's up? Hope you're having a good Saturday night, big dog. Watching the fights. Watching the fights now. Managed to, maybe or maybe not get a stream working. I don't know, but that that chokeout last fight was nasty. I've had a couple of good fights. The last two fights. Nasty knockout, nasty chokeout. Let's see this. Do you follow UFC? Yes, but I'm hardcore. Yes, but I'm a casual. No, but it's cool. And no is scary. Let's try that poll on for size. All right, come on. Oh my god. There we go. Let's try that poll on for size. Do you follow UFC? Yes, I'm hardcore. Yes, but I'm a casual. No, but it's cool. No, fighting is scary. Why do I feel like no fighting is scary is going to win? Because you guys are just trolls out there. So, little bit behind over here on my end, I think. Yeah, end of round 2. I think there's 9 seconds left. There's 9 seconds left on my feed. Let's see. Oh no, where's the chat at? Zay. My favorite MMA fighter is John Bone Jones. Yeah, dude, John Jones probably the greatest UFC fighter ever. Like, I don't think that's much of a question. I mean, some people will say like Anderson Silva, but like, that ain't me. Ain't gonna hear that from me. That's for sure. Jacob, did you hear about something about Derek Carr hurting and may not play this season? Yeah, sounds like I would say Carr's more likely out for the season than not out for the season with that shoulder injury. I would say look out for just Shedeur Sanders to be the quarterback in New Orleans potentially. He lost the one fight, Zay. Didn't he he got a DQ in a fight he was winning. He did technically lose a fight with a disqualification. Colt, what's up? He's at 333 subs now. Big time. Went live, he said, today at least once. Was going to try and go twice. If you guys haven't already, hit that thumbs up. Like this stream. Help get us out into the algorithm. Helps out a ton. If you're new here, we got daily sports content. You did stream twice. Good job. Good times. Good times. But we're just big chilling here, guys. We got 2 more fights after this Rodriguez Pitbull fight. And then Probably stay live. We had the Hockey National Championship. Shout out to the Western Michigan Broncos. Like, congrats. First national championship for the Western Michigan squad. Bring it home. That Hockey National Championship. You look so different 5 years ago. Do I even have any content, like, with my face? Yeah, I did. I was probably skinnier back then. That was before the pandemic 5 years ago. Like, my first daily news videos? Yeah. I was, like, in the best shape of my life back then. I gotta get back into shape. That'll be the goal. That's the goal for the next 2 months. The one you comment on? Oh, the short? The short was only like 3 years ago. Yeah. The short was only like 3 years ago, but still. It was when I was at my other apartment. Vikings owned the Saints in the playoffs with Mike Zimmer. They were 2-0. Saints deserve it. Karma's a bitch, New Orleans. Karma's a bitch. Cheating for that Super Bowl. But yeah, we also had that win against them in the wild card round. 13-win Saints, 13-4 Saints, catching that L in overtime. Kirk Cousins' only playoff win. I have no idea who's winning this fight. I have not been paying attention that much. Oh, I'm thinking it's Rodriguez. He just put Pitbull on his ass. Try and catch up to this one girl in subs. Hey, man, don't compete with other people in subs. It's not healthy. Just set your own goals. Set your own goals. She's at 341 and she's in my class at school. Set your own goals. Set your own goals. Your goal should be 500. That's your goal. 500. Don't worry about other people, man. Just do you. And then brag when you're at 500. Oh. Don't worry about what she does. You brag when you get to 500. I think she's just flirting with you. Zins, what's up? Look, we're watching the fights for you. I may or may not have a stream for it. I don't know. I may be watching it. Can't tell. I just went live. I did not watch the whole thing. We were trying to get, stuff to work so I could watch the fights. So I figured 10:30, hang out, lock in. We got 2.5 fights left. And then we'll do normal streaming, a little late night, hanging out, talking, probably mock or something. I don't know. I'm working on a mock. I'm going to put out a mock Monday, mock 3.0. And then a mock, the mock in the next 2 Mondays. I'll have a mock this Monday and a mock next Monday before the first round on Thursday in 2 weeks. So my last 2 mock drafts coming out. I was doing a little bit of work on that today. I made a 20-minute long video of me and my friend playing Roblox. Jeez. 20 minutes. I need some good, you got some good edits in there? Got some transitions? Uh-oh. Leg lock? Heel lock? That doesn't look very comfortable. I got out of it. Yeah, but Dana White said that was the worst ref in history of sports, and that was time they tried to work out deals with the refs, and they had to work with horrible refs. The backup officials. You just say screw it and tell them to skip to the park because I'm too lazy. Hey, man, that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. I'm not going to stop you. But I encourage slight effort into your videos. Minimal effort, boys, will improve your video quality. I used to be the same way, and my videos and podcasts were terrible. And we slightly upgraded the quality. And look at me now. Look at me now. Look at me now. I put words in it? Okay. Maybe a pre-made intro. Cool little pre-made intro. You see, I can't use that, man. I tried. I can't use CapCut. I can't do the phone editing stuff. I got stubby thumbs, and I'm bad at it. All my stuff is done on my actual computer. You know how you have... Is there like CapCut? Yeah, CapCut free. That makes sense. You always got to pay for the high-end stuff. It's a scam. They're scamming you. I think the Steelers drafting Jackson Dart now. They've been consistently meeting with him. They did also meet with Shedeur Sanders, but yeah, I don't think Shadeur's getting past 9. That's going to be a tough one. 3 quarterbacks in the first round kind of feels crazy. Like, does anybody feel good about 3 quarterbacks in the first round? Because I don't. I don't feel good about 2 quarterbacks in the first round, but I know there's going to be 2 quarterbacks. You get people in so easily. Who, me? My channel's a little bit bigger than yours. Most of y'all are just subs. Cool. I have 5,000 plus. I have like 5,000 plus people. Like, it's gonna happen. I have to straight yap for 10 minutes and have someone join and then watch, and that one go to 0. Don't watch the view count. Like, you want to see bad, like, go look at my early... God, we can go through my, we're gonna go through my catalog here. Let's see. Here we go. Playlist. Old videos. Oh, no. I do not want to get hit with a copyright. Okay, let's look at some of my oldest videos. Here we go. How about like Colin Kaepernick tries out with the Las Vegas Raiders? Oh my God, that's not even my earliest stuff. Oh my God, look, guys, look at my hair. Can you guys see my hair? Why does it block it? That's crazy. Look at my hair, guys. It's insane. Here, let's go see if I can find like my earliest stuff. Here's my earliest like news stuff. Here you go. 38 views. Oh my goodness. Hold on. 38 views talking about A&M. Oh my God, stop. Why can't I pause this? Thank you. Can you guys even see this? Yeah, you can. Okay. I don't only quarterback. I feel the only quarterback I feel is ready is Miami's. Yeah, Cam Ward's the only one. Look at that, guys. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. My weird camera angle. Low, small. Oh, it's got 67 views. Look at me. I never realized 4 years ago. What happened to my podcast? I don't even think they're on here anymore. Like our original content. No. Cavender twins. Uh-oh, those girls are no good. Mark Ingram. Live streams. Deion Dawkins just licked his wife. That was crazy. Like, licked her face. I don't even know where my old podcast are. Let me look at my old. Sorry, we've gone on a tangent, guys. We've gone down the rabbit hole. There's our entire U.S. government in the building tonight. Jesus. Oh my goodness, from a year ago. Let's see. Oh god, that does not look like you. Not, it was 4 years ago. Weird. I had the hair, I had the coif. You guys should see my old, like some of my old stuff. I had a flow for a minute there, guys. It was out of control. Out of control hair I had. God. It's only 2 years ago. Look, you can kind of see my crazy hair in the prediction video. Look at that cover. So bad. Look, there's my little greasy strands shirtless over here. Oh my god, this is crazy. Rocking a John Moran jersey. Let's see if I can find some of these. God, these old covers are so bad. See, guys, look how bad my old covers were. These are so trash. God, my old stuff. But I keep it public. I keep it public. My old stuff is so bad. Look at these covers. They're crazy bad. These covers are so bad. Caleb Williams, Jim Harbaugh going to the NFL. 300 video. Oh, God. Sports World cancellations. 29 views. There you go. Original Backyard Bookies. Here we go. Here's some of the 5 views. Episode 61 of our podcast. 10 views. 10 views. 9 views. And like all those views are me and my family. So, this was like my first video that went big for me. Stanford cutting 11 D1 sports 4 years ago. 337 views. I was losing my mind when I had that. What player do you think from this year's draft could fall to the Ravens? Fall is no one. No one is falling. One of the DNs, Pierce from Tennessee. Maybe it's Mike Green, but I think it maybe Tennessee. Shamar Stewart. I think the DNs are going to fall a little bit if the three quarterbacks go. God. Well, our first ever podcast from 5 years ago did well, 158 views. Nice. Okay, that was a nice little trip down memory lane. Got the walkouts, the Patty the Batty. Everybody loved Patty Pimblett. God, I hate that I messed up and shaved my beard. I hate my face. I look extra thick. I look baby faced. I need to get my beard back quick. No women are ever going to talk to me ever again. I was saying Pierce too, or that safety from Texas. I think the corner, Jade Barron. The safety, Makuba's like the third round guy. Makuba will definitely be there, or second round guy, depending on what you read. Texas guy's a corner, but I don't think Jade Barron's gonna be there. I think he's gonna go quicker. Here are the good fights. Yes, Patty and Volk coming up. Why is my internet crapping out? It's not getting good enough to stream over here. The hell? We got too much internet going on. I'm plugged in. I should be getting amazing internet right now. Oh, I'm doing okay. What's my up? The up is fine. YouTube's being stupid. Why does it say that? It's so stupid. Oh, Imawari. South Carolina. Imawari. They're not going to take him. They're not going to take Kyle Hamilton 2.0. They need a coverage guy. They can't take. Kyle Hamilton's still alive. He's still going to be good. But yeah, he'll probably be there. Probably. Maybe Minnesota takes him in front of them. But I don't think they would go that direction. I think they want a path. They want a guy that can cover. Need a little bit more coverage guys on the back end. Uh-oh, here comes Patty. Patty the Batty with that bowl cut and all, baby. You know he's an assassin with that haircut. No. All right, one bev down. Jesus, that was loud. I should have muted my damn mic. It was too loud for you guys. That's crazy. Here he comes. Everybody loves Patty. They want to go 3 safeties? Yeah, but don't they need another coverage guy? Don't you want to go 2 coverage guys and kind of have Hamilton play the Joker? That's kind of what I thought they would be wanting to do. Play a 2 high shell and then have Hamilton running around like a lunatic making plays. Doing Hamilton things. Kind of like what the Vikings do. The Vikings run 3 safeties. But the third safety is kind of like the third linebacker. No longer Fatty the Baddie after he's taking his fighting seriously. Good. More discipline. Needs discipline. Yeah, he'll move into the top 10 with a win. At 12, here comes Michael Chandler. Damn, that's gotta be so nerve wracking. Not gonna lie. Not just a fight, but like to fight those, to go out and fight in an arena in front of everybody like that. That's crazy work. Getting nervous thinking about that. Sorry, guys, I'm walking in over here. We're doing some light gaming. Michael Chandler used to be a dog, probably still an assassin, but lost 4 out of his last 5. Not great. Not great. I was watching a short today on Locked On Vikings. Oh, isn't that Leighton? I think that's Leighton is his name. Was saying the Vikings need to draft a defensive tackle from Oregon. I feel like it's an overdraft. I don't like that pick at 24. He's whatever. Harmon. I think it's Harmon. Derek Harmon. I think that's his name. But yeah, I think that's just an overdraft at 24. Hopefully there's other defensive tackles. I think they're gonna go with Gray Zabel, the offensive lineman, though. If the safeties aren't there, if one of the top three defensive tackles aren't there, I should say, and then they're gonna go Gray Zabel, I think, the offensive guard tackle center from North Dakota State, or they're gonna trade back. I don't know what they're doing. We need a starter, but our GM sucks at drafting, so I think Harmon's like 30th on the big board. Everybody was in love with him before, the combine at the Senior Bowl, and then his combine was super underwhelming. Co-main event of the evening. All right, I'm feeling Patty right now. What's the bet at? We got 50%. We got 4 votes, half hardcore. Yes, casual. No, but it's cool. Now. Fighting out of the blue corner. I don't want Gray's able to land with the Chiefs or the Eagles. Not gonna lie, I don't think he fits with the Chiefs. I think the Eagles are gonna go defense. They're gonna go pass rusher. The Eagles. Eagles are gonna go pass rush. They need to bolster up that D line. They don't need any offensive linemen. I think the Chiefs are gonna try and move up and get one of the tackles if the tackles slide. They need a left. They need a left. They probably need a left tackle. They definitely need a right tackle. I think they might go with Simmons and he can rest, like fully recover, and then get rid of Jawan Taylor, and then they can move him to left tackle, or move the guy they signed from San Francisco to right tackle. Whatever they want to do. Chandler. Do, 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 do. Carrie Hatley. Or trade the 32nd pick like they did last Super Bowl go around. I could not tell you that they traded that pick in 2017. Yeah, they could, but if the Steelers go third quarterback, then no. Teams would be only be trying to get back in there to get a quarterback. Oh, Patty's not in a good spot. Chandler took his ass down, choke slam. No, not really. Well, just cut ahead. I guess my stream was behind. They're back stand. Oh no, it went backwards to where we were. Shit. Now we're way behind, and I don't want to refresh. Otherwise, get a million pop-ups. He's just kind of hugging him. Oh. They're just playing with each other's hands. That pick was a Lamar Jackson pick. That makes sense. That checks out. Again, no quarterback. That's the quarterback spot. The Vikings did the same thing when they drafted Teddy. They came back in and at 32 and drafted him. Oh my monkey. Oh. Oh. Patty looking good. He's kicking the shit out of him. Uh, yeah, but this time if a team's going to trade back in, let them sit and learn until they're ready. That's not going to happen. There's no quarterback. I mean, no one's going to trade back in for Milrow. Dart would have been the guy, but if Dart's going to Pittsburgh, no one's trading back in. Then it's where does Dart and Sanders fall? If Dart's still on the board, then yeah, they'll trade back in. Somebody might trade back in to go get him. But if he's not, I don't see anybody trading in to draft like Milrow. Looks like he's slowing him down a little bit. Dang, accent's crazy. Yeah, we have seen crazy things happen on draft night, but I think we're past that era. Guys' job, guys' jobs are too locked in. Guys care about their jobs too much. If there are 4 quarterbacks drafted in the first round, I'll do something crazy on stream. I'll eat like a I'll eat like a scorpion lollipop or something. I don't know. If there's 4 quarterbacks taken in this first round, no way. Ooh. Patty bringing it second round. Uh-oh. Unless your name is Pete Carroll, draft a player in the first round that would have been there in the fourth round, or Bill Belichick. Oh. That's a bad groin kick. Yikes. I don't know what. Yeah, that's kind of dirty. I don't know where he's going with that. Good thing they wear cups, though. Uh-oh, Chandler trying to Get him on the ground. Can't take him down, though. Got him. Oh, good elbow. Uh-oh. Reversal. Patty on top now. Uh-oh. Patty's winning Zins, and he's got Michael Chandler in a bad spot right now on the ground. He's got him in half guard, and he's setting up an arm triangle. Patty's trying to mount. Patty's got his back now. Now he's elbows, just dropping elbows. Oh, he's in full mount. Uh-oh. Now he's got his back again. Patty's kicking his ass. He's about to choke. He's trying to choke him out. He ain't going to get it, though. 30 seconds. Chandler definitely got to survive. Oh. True pass rusher Donovan Ezerico from Boston College. Yeah. I'd be worried about the Packers. I'd be worried about the Packers taking him, with their defensive coordinator being their former Boston College head coach, and they need a pass rusher. I'm telling you, they're going to end up with like Shamar Stewart, and you're going to be pissed. They're going to end up with a little bit of a project. Chandler just got his ass beat for about 3 minutes. Probably broke his nose. Round 3. Do I have a favorite fighter? Currently, no. Like when I was a kid, it was Rampage Jackson. I was devastated when he lost. I shouldn't say devastated. I was sad. Brock Lesnar, obviously, I liked with the Vikings connection. Michael Chandler's cheek is bleeding out, they said. Gross. Sugar Sean O'Malley. Like him too. I saw one, I think it was his first fight in the UFC we saw during the pandemic. We just had it streaming one time. We're like, oh, look at this guy. Had the crazy rainbow fro. We were like, this guy, this guy's something. That's why I didn't agree with your last mock. Need a Terrell Suggs type to play back, or player back in Baltimore. Yeah, but I think those days are a little long gone by. It was supposed to be Metabike. They need someone that can come off the edge really bad, though. Rampage Jackson, a dog, like his energy drinks, too. Oh, he got good energy drinks? Remember when he ripped that door during the Ultimate Fighter, when he ripped that door in half? This is like one of the best clips ever. A little shitty paper door. Oh. Yeah, I don't think Chandler's got much of a shot here in this one. He's beating his ass. Are they going to stop it? Yeah, this looks like they're probably going to stop it. He owns F3 Energy. I've never heard of that. I drink Jocko's Energy. Shows Patty won by TKO on the stream. Yeah, I don't have that. My stream's behind. But yeah, it's over now. What I'm watching's a little bit behind. I'm not watching the screen. That it checks out. He was wailing on him. Patty definitely whooped his ass. I'm probably like a minute behind the stream. James, you look different. Well, I shaved my beard by accident. It was an accident. I did not want to go this short, and I cut my hair. So now I look fatter without the beard. 78 to 11 in significant strikes is a crazy difference. Yeah, and Chandler had the early advantage in the first round, and then Patty kind of got off the ground, and then good strikes, good kicks, and then the second and third, he dominated ground control and just beat his ass. Patty's a good fighter, man. Patty might be a guy fighting for a title one day. Soon. Next fight for the vacated belt. What is it? Featherweight. Can Volk get back on top? Austin, what's up? Hey, fresh cut always makes you feel a lot younger, except when you're like shaving all your head and you're bald. But the beard thing was the screw up. I didn't want to shave it this short. It'll be back in like a week and a half. I'm sure. Just rub it a little more. I saw you were on. You weren't on when I was on. You were like done by the time I got on MLB today. I know we talked about playing co-op last night. I did go 2-0 today in Weekend League in gold. I gave up a 3-run home run in the bottom of the 8th and then hit a 2-run home run with 2 outs in the top of the 9th to take the lead and win. So we were locked. I'm going to probably play like the next 4 tomorrow. Ilya Taporia vacated the belt and went up to lightweight. Yup. Okay. I knew Taporia went up in weight. Patty talking a lot of shit. Who do I got in this fight? I'm rooting for Volk. I like Volkanovski. But probably Lopez. Volk's looked bad the last two fights I've watched of Volk. He's looked bad. Once you lose, it's kind of hard once you get taken out from the top to get back to the top. Yeah, I would lean Lopez too. What happened, Austin? Tell me. Is he gonna fight Oliveira? Patty's talking crazy shit. Good. Patty's entertaining, man. That's what we need. We need some more fun superstars. We got these stupid Dagestanis who just dry hump you into submission. They're so boring. They're lame. Nobody likes them. It's bad for the sport. That's my rant on Dagestani wrestlers. They're weirdo psychos. Oh, Patty the Batty. Crowd's going crazy. The Patty hype. The hype is real. I am the hype. Anybody knows that reference? I am the hype. If you know that reference, you're a dog. James said hi. Hi, James. Austin, so he cooked a kid in his first game, made him quit in the 5th because he was up 6-1. Ready for the second crazy game? I am. Oh, the Shaq Diesel in the building. Cooper DeJean in the exciting white. Boo. Nobody likes Ted Cruz. Trump looks like he's about to fall asleep. Who the fuck is Ted Cruz? He's the senator. He's the Texas senator. He's our senator. It's the guy who Trump said his dad was the Zodiac killer. Was down 8-0 in the third. By the fourth, fifth, and sixth and seventh, I scored 16, and he only scored one. He quit in the eighth. Damn. 8-0 comeback. And you pulled Tarek? Tarek Skubal. I pulled Class A today. And then I bought Trout. I'm almost done with the American League. I bought Seager. I just need to buy Yordan Alvarez and a couple of Astros, and I'll get Roger Clemens. I should just spend money on this game. What do you think about Jason McIntyre take on the Chiefs? He said they won't make the playoffs just because they didn't sign someone big. I don't know if they won't make the playoffs, but they're going to have a first place schedule. It feels like they need to refresh this roster. Now, Rashee Rice back. That could be a big bonus to them. Offensively, maybe Pacheco gets healthy. I mean, the offensive their offensive line, their tackles were like the worst tackles in football by a good margin. So if they get any better play out of their tackles, okay. Defense is still good. They gotta find something more on the offensive end though. These kind of weird gadget receivers, fat old tight end. Now Kelsey takes his offseason seriously, which we haven't seen much of Kelsey lately, hanging out with the old Swifty, which is good. So maybe he's locking in the lab and getting in shape for one more run. But I don't love it. Got 14 more, and then I'm done with the whole collection. Nice. Got Darren O'Day. It's the best closer. That's the best relief pitcher in the game right now. I love me some Darren O'Day. Good old righty sidewinder. Yeah, Volk, you're not getting any younger. You're a big Australian. You're a little Australian man. I work out with a guy who looks like Volk. I call him Volk. Not to his face, though. He looks just like him, though. Same size, too. He might be a little bit taller. But maybe not. He's a short guy, too. How tall is Volk? 5'6"? He's probably about 5'7". They're about the same. And he's shredded, too. He's a little shredded guy, too. Maybe Volk just hangs out in Texas, man. Oh, nice. Just pulled an Astro I need. Daniel, what's up? What's up? Hope you're having a good Saturday night. Is this a Isaiah Pacheco contract year? Yes, this is year 4, so this is a contract year for Pacheco. All I can say is I'm locked into that game. You can even look at my history. You can see I won both today. Maybe I'll do that right now. See if you're lying. There you go. I see him. Yep. 9-run 7th. Jeez. So you were down 8 to... You were down 9 to 5 going into the 6th. And then put up a 2. So 7, 9, 7. And then put up a 9 spot. Yikes. My guy just ran out of pitching. I really don't like this guy's hair. Don't worry about I don't even look at the CPUK. I wasn't going through the history that much. I just saw the 2 user games at the top. Happens to the best of us. Alright, if you haven't already, boys, hit the like on the stream. Help us get it out there. Watch this last fight, and then we'll probably hang out for a little bit longer. Chill. Maybe I'll take a little breather. Go stretch the legs a little bit. After that, use the bathroom. But we'll hang on longer than the fights, since it's only 11:30 on a Saturday. Not too late yet. James Cook's going to hold out until he gets what he wants. Is it a contract year for James Cook, too? I guess it would be. Yeah, he wants a big number, too, don't he? I don't blame him. Running backs want to get paid. Running backs should get paid. Yeah, if we're on at the same time, I'll invite you, Austin, if it says you're on. To run a co-op. I'll just invite you. Maybe I'll just throw out a feeler. Can Patty smoke Chandler? Yes, he did. That was an ass beating. Definitely an ass beating by Patty the Baddie. It's a bad man. Gosh, Ken, you're watching? Gosh, I don't know. Me too. I think most of us are watching, or everyone's keeping tabs at least. Zay's watching too. Austin, don't be depressed right now, bro. Lock in. Go get some dubs. Put on some hockey or something. I don't know. Just lock in, chat. This guy's hair pisses me off. Genuinely makes me mad. I hope Volk beats his ass. Jack, catch the dudes fighting in armor tonight on pay-per-view. No, but I saw that as like a stream. I saw there's like some medieval fighting going on over here. Girlfriend's at Myrtle Beach, which is 10 hours from where I'm at. Okay. You have a phone? Guess what? Sounds like a boys' weekend. Boys' weekend. Boys' weekend. Boys' weekend. Boys' weekend. That's what that sounds like, Austin. Yeah, it was wild. I bet you it's on Twitter. I should look on Twitter. Did they have like medieval weapons? Were they beating each other with like maces and shit? That'd be awesome. Oh, I just imagined I'm all in on the medieval armor fights. We're going to war. Swords, yes. Were they real swords or fake swords? Probably dull swords. That's awesome. How does one get into the medieval fighting game? What path in life did you have to take to get into the medieval reenactment fighting game? They're in an octagon, aren't they? You better take play co-op all day tomorrow. Well, Austin, I gotta get six Ranky Poos in tomorrow. Or when does the weekend classic end? Does it end tomorrow or does it end Monday? But yeah, we can get some few in. I do also have to make my mock draft. Mock draft coming out Monday, so I have to do that. I gotta keep making the contract. We gotta keep making the content, guys. But I can stream. We can stream a little. Monday? Okay. Then I only gotta get 2 in tomorrow. 2 and 2. No pressure. Putting pressure on me to play good. Come on, Volk. I need a Volk dub right here, boys. We need the bald Australian man to win. That sounds like serious work, best ball. Sounds like serious work, best ball. Why am I drawing a blank on what that means? No, are we talking like doing the mock? Guys, none of this is actual work. This is all fun. 2 tomorrow, 1 Monday, 3 left. Ranking football. It's mock drafting, Ken. Come on. Don't bully me. It just takes time. It's not work. It's just time consuming. It's just time consuming to record and edit. Trust me, guys, if we can get the channel to 50,000 subscribers, I can pay somebody else to edit so I can spend more time hanging out with you. I get it, yeah. I'm not complaining about the work. Just takes the hours. No, the only time I get burned out on the work is like football. Like when we're in football season and I'm doing editing and recording for the fantasy football channel with my buddy John. Shout out to John and the Catch Fantasy Football. And then I'm doing all my own stuff, like power ranking stuff. Like my power ranking videos take a while to do. In season and betting. Oh God. Yes. But I can't legally bet, so I don't bet. I only run a college betting show. Nuke. It's not weird, Austin. You're allowed to think that. It's good for you, bro. Especially if you're ugly. Always want to guys, you always want to outkick your coverage. Sorry to hear that. I know, it's so sad I can't sports bet. Stupid Texas. You know how rich we would be, chat, if I could sports bet? Slightly richer than currently, which is not at all. But we'd be doing good. We'd be doing good. We had a winning season on Backyard Bookies for college this year, and I'm better at the NFL. Very good live better, too. Texas wide receiver, I think, could fall big time. No, Golden or Bond, the one that got arrested? Bond wasn't a first-round guy. There's 2 Texas wide receivers. I don't think Golden's going to fall. Golden's going to go higher than people think, I think. McMillan, the Arizona wide receiver, is the guy that's going to be sliding a little bit. Your sister might be moving to Texas soon. Do I get tornadoes? Sometimes, not really here. I'm a little further south. But, like, North Texas gets a lot of tornadoes sometimes. It's in Tornado Alley. Yeah, Bond. Yeah, Bond. I haven't read into what that whole situation is about. But, yeah, I imagine. He also had a bad season. He's not the good one that everyone's talking about. Matthew Golden's the big-time wide receiver for Texas. Oh. It's time for the main. Do I live in Austin? Yeah, I'm in the Central Texas area. Say I live in Austin. I love the mullet. I hate that. It's making me mad, Ken. It's making me mad. I don't like it. It's not a real mullet. It's like it looks like an emo haircut. Like, that guy looks like he, cries in the mirror and wears all black eyeliner. He's also Brazilian. We got a Brazilian fighting Australian, man. Only in UFC we see that. Lost my hair 10 years ago. Same, bro. Losing it now. We're basically bald. It's funny your name is Austin. I live in Austin. Kind of, yeah. That'll do it. Champion of the... Volk looks locked in. I got a good feeling about Volk right now. I don't know why. He's probably going to lose. Here we go. I'm locking in. You want the Ravens to draft Keandre Lambert Smith? I do not. I'm drawing a blank on who that is. Let me look him up. Oh, the wide receiver? Is this the guy from Penn State? Auburn. Did he cook us? Is this the guy that cooked us? This might have been the guy that cooked us. No, he only had 100. He had 100. 2 catches at 104 yards. He kind of cooked us. All right. See you tomorrow, dog. Auburn wideout, yeah. Don't they have another one, too? I think they have another one, too. He had a good season. He cooked us for 2 catches, but it could have been a lot worse. Yeah, he had like 800 yards receiving, I think it said. Solid, very solid. I'd like a Mecca. I would like Matthew Golden or Mecca Ibuka if you could get him in the first. Kind of would like that in the first round. We need a real receiver for Lamar. 12. Austin, I'm going to say 13 because I know you're 13. That guy has wheels. The wheels are good. You go long guy, long threat could help. Some vertical threat could help, and if you can catch the football. Because that was supposed to be Bateman, wasn't it? And Hollywood. And then Bateman got hurt and is kind of an intermediate guy. Now catches the touchdowns. And Hollywood was Hollywood. Not a whole lot of action. They're feeling each other out. Oh, there's a good exchange for both of them. That was Hollywood. Yeah, Bateman. I know Bateman was after Hollywood. But Bateman, I thought, was kind of a vertical threat coming out, too. And he had the injury problems. Double whammy, yes. They kind of both traded blows right there. Good exchange. Good exchange, I would say. Oh. Volk looking good. Come on, you small Australian man. Yeah, but he really wasn't a receiver this year. He caught touchdowns. That's a bet. He'd have like 2 catches for 12 yards and a touchdown. Bateman. I thought Bateman was going to be a lot better coming out than he's been. We need real receivers over there. Problem is they want receivers that can block. Really hard to find great running receivers that can run block too. Knight Austin had 780 and 10 touchdowns. Yeah. What was that stretch? You're going to make me actually look up Bateman stretches right here. Oh, my man with like 2 catches, 50 yards, 6 touchdowns, 2 touchdowns in a game. Average 44 yards a game. Two for 24. Touchdown against Pittsburgh in the divisional round. Can I see the whole season, please? One for 14. Touchdown against Pittsburgh in the first game. Big game against Cleveland and the air. 5 for 76. 3 for 80 against the G-Men. It's better than what OBJ did. True. OBJ was washed. Should have never even assigned him. Volk looks locked in. He does. He does look locked in. That was a very strong first round from Volk. Hey, man. Former champ. This man was on top of the world. He knows how to fight. I like that. What do you want me to do tactically? No. Sign him just to get Lamar back? Yeah, probably. I don't think Lamar was going anywhere. Oh, another pop-up. Oh. Yeah, he made a promise and he wants to deliver on that promise. Not gonna say I don't. I wouldn't bet on it in Baltimore at least. This year's kind of the year. You don't get to the Super Bowl this year. I think they're gonna move on from him, especially since longevity is always the thing everybody's been worried about with Lamar. But his worst game of the season is always in the playoffs, so it's not good. Hmm. Oh, stunned him. They said that about Peyton too. True. The problem is, it wasn't because Peyton threw the ball too much. We got a Lamar throws too much problem. That's not good for a quarterback to he's throwing too much problem. Ooh, Volk's bleeding. Oh. Oh. He hurt Volk. Yeah, he's bleeding under the eye. Oh, he got him. I'm a little behind. That cut's gonna be a problem. The Ravens' bad problem is going away from their identity. Yeah, but it's a problem that you have a $55 million a year quarterback. And the issue is that they throw the ball too much with that quarterback. They need to run the ball more to play these playoff games. That's a problem. Like, you should never say that with your $55 million a year quarterback. That we're throwing too much. We got to run the ball more. When you're not throwing if you're throwing the ball 50 times a game, yes. Lamar ain't throwing it 45 times. If he gets to the 25 throws, it's a disaster. If you want Lamar at 20 throws is like the max throws you want. That's not great. Oh, here comes the Chiefs Ravens fight. Let you two hash out that rivalry. Mm. With a 1,500-yard rusher at running back, 1,900-yard rusher, and a 1,000-yard rusher at quarterback. I don't think Lamar running like that anymore. Ken. I mean, Saquon Barkley's better than both of them, Dakota. But that's not the issue here. That's not what I'm talking about. My issue is Lamar plays his worst game in the playoffs. They throw the ball too much is the statement consistently everybody makes when you're only throwing the ball 23 times a game, and that's too much for a $55 million quarterback. That's a problem. That's the problem. Yeah, Harbaugh would definitely be hired if he got fired. But sometimes you work, it's like Mike Tomlin. These things end. They've way outlived their their longevity at their current spot. The voice eventually gets tired. You lose the locker room eventually. You can only do so much. Or you could say it this way. I mean, he had one healthy season behind the Giants and ran for 1,000 yards with Daniel Jones as his quarterback and one of the worst offensive lines and won a playoff game, Saquon Barkley. The Giants walked off him because they spent $40 million on Daniel Jones and they aren't close to being competitive. So why would they pay a running back if they're not going to be good? And Lamar ain't that kind of runner anymore. And every person in the NFL would take Barkley over Henry now at their stages of their career. I think Lopez is winning this round. More potent than just, but Dakota, they lost. They got dog walked. They were horrible on offense and running the ball. What did Henry run? Henry didn't do anything against the Bills. The Bills have one of the worst run defenses in football, and they couldn't run the ball. Gettleman wanted to go with Joe. Yeah, they went with the quarterback after the playoff win. So I think everybody forgets how the season ended for Derrick Henry. It was not as good as a finish. Josh Allen is a choker. It's crazy talk. Josh Allen's playoff numbers are the best in the. They're so much better than everybody else's not named Patrick Mahomes. It's like an insane statement. With a much. The Bills are significant, or I shouldn't say significant. The Bills are the worst of those three teams from a roster standpoint. The Bills roster is not good. He doesn't win big games, does he? Well, when go tell me how many points the Chiefs have scored against the Bills in the playoffs in their losses. I think they averaged 38. They play nickel coverage too. Yeah, they play no home runs against people. Everybody plays no home runs. Everybody played too high this year. And that's why we saw a lot more running this year with the running backs. Because people just ran on those soft runs. But name the playoff game that Josh Allen lost because he played bad. And then we can talk. Because I don't think it's out there. Dakota, tell me the game that he played bad to lose. Bro, you can't score 40 points against the Kansas City Chiefs. Mahomes has never had a defense. Mahomes had the best defense in football 2 years ago. What are you talking about? Dakota, are you seriously like a casual? What are you talking about? The Chiefs defense is one of the best defenses in football 2 of the last 3 years. What are you talking about? What universe are you in? The Chiefs defense is unbelievable. The Chiefs defense was like top 5 this year. What? Yeah, in 2018, the Chiefs defense wasn't good. Name 5 players on their offense and like, Dakota, are you fucking serious right now? On the team. Nick Bolton, Chris Jones, George Karlaftis, Justin Reed, Trent McDuffie. What? They had the Honey Badger. Chris Jones and a bunch of clowns. Nick Bolton is a stud. What? George Karlaftis is good. What? Their defense is one of the best defenses in football. These dudes are as mid as they get. The Chiefs had a top 5 defense the last 3 years. It's not even close. What are you talking about? With a Hall of Fame defensive coordinator. The Chiefs defense is so good. No, they ain't. What? The Chiefs defense is so good. They're not mid. Yeah. Man, he doesn't know defense. Yeah, clearly. The Chiefs defense has been so good the last 3. The Chiefs have been winning basically because of their defense. Because Mahomes keeps them in great positions. The Chiefs don't score points, man. Their defense is on the field all the time. What are you talking about? Yo, if you can't score 40 points on the Chiefs, yes, Josh Allen hasn't scored 40 points on the Chiefs defense the last 3 years. While his defense gives up 38. Like, what? Yeah, that's crazy talk. To say the Chiefs defense isn't elite. Crazy talk. Chiefs defense, probably the best defense in football over the last 3 years. Like, if we took the aggregate of the last 3 years, I would say the Chiefs have probably been the best over the last 3 years. Because the Eagles' defense was so bad 2 years ago. Yeah, Mahomes like 7. Yeah, and they're not scoring a lot either. Oh, Volk's hurting. Dakota, you literally said the Chiefs' defense is bad. You're an idiot if you think that. The Chiefs aren't even good in time of possession. Can't believe I'm actually having to go look at this shit. The Chiefs ranked 18th in time of possession last year. What are you talking up? I have to be careful. I've never had a social media. I now know why. Yeah. Chiefs loaded up on the best kicker and best punter. And well, they just changed their punter this year or last year with Ariza. And the best QB to protect their D. Come on, homie. Well, he ain't protecting their D when they're 18th in time of possession. Like, are you trolling? They were 18th in the NFL in time of possession. That's not really protecting your defense. Team stats. Here we go. Can we go scoring? Ooh. That's brutal. What was their points per game last year? Kansas City, 12th in points per game. So not even top 10. Blistering offenses like the Arizona Cardinals and the Denver Broncos were better than them last year in points per game. And they're 18th in time of possession. The Eagles are the best team in football. They won in spite of Hurts, but Hurts had a good Super Bowl, but what are we talking about here? God, this is genuinely the stupidest conversation ever. You're not, because your defense is so good. It has nothing to do with the fucking offense. It's because the defense is good, which was the original point. Oh my God, you're stupid. Jalen Hurts is not even a great quarterback, guys. He's an average quarterback at best. The Eagles win in spite of him. Talking about the Cardinals guy, the Broncos, yeah. Teams that outscored the Chiefs because the Chiefs offense isn't taking care of their defense. What are you talking about? So the original point stands that the Chiefs defense is the best in fucking football. Well, they were behind the Eagles this year, but they've been the best in football the last 3 years. What? Hurts absolutely lit the defense up. No, he really didn't. He had a solid game. They just shoved it down their throats. They couldn't have the ball at all. The defense was on the field the entire game. Jalen Hurts has won 2 games throwing for over 200 or over 160 yards. They win in Jalen Hurts is easily the worst person on the Philadelphia Eagles that starts. No, their defense was the MVP. What are you talking about? Cool, they gave it to Hurts because they can't give it to the fucking defense. It was the defense that had like 6 sacks. What, they set a Super Bowl record for sacks? Yeah, those guys. Those guys deserve the MVP. Hurts threw one of the worst interceptions of the... Hurts threw a horrendous interception in that game early. No, the MVP was the Eagles' defense. Cooper DeJean had a pick 6. What? Like, what is this rewriting of history that's going on? Hurts threw for 220, 2 touchdowns, and a pick in the Super Bowl with his defense carrying him. What a troll. What an idiot and a troll. hope he's like 12. Hurts top 6, no shot, Kenny. Kenny. No shot. No shot Hurts is top 6. Not a shot. Not a shot in hell. He's just not. You want to say he's top 10, then yeah. I'll give you top 10. He's not top 6. I'm taking Stafford and Baker ahead of him. I'm probably taking Jane Daniels ahead of him. It is positive that his 2 best games in the playoffs are both the Super Bowl. But my guy hadn't won a playoff game until this year. Well, we know the 4. The 4, obviously. The top 4. That doesn't make... Yeah, again. Any of those quarterbacks with those teams are 16-0. If we put Lamar Jackson on the Eagles, they're undefeated. You put Josh Allen on the Eagles, they're undefeated. 15-1. They're undefeated. And they're winning by 50 points. They're blowing people out. With those receivers, that offensive line, that defense, and that running game. I'm from Detroit. Are you a Lions fan? Purdy, Mahomes, Stroud, Burrow, top 4. There you go. Thank you, Dakota. You should be riding the Stafford train then. Uh-oh. I think Volk lost this fight. This is going to be close. Purdy top 4 is insane. Yeah, he's trolling. Dakota's literally just trolling now. He's pure trolling. I've realized. So you should he likes winners. The team matters. Quarterbacks matter. We should like Joe Burrow more for how dog shit that Bengals team was that he took to the Super Bowl. Huge Lions fan. Are you ready for the season from hell coming up for the Lions? That schedule makes me want to vomit. That schedule's insane coming up for the Lions this year. And who do you want them to draft? Need some Lions feedback. Josh, Patrick, Lamar, Burrow, Mayfield, Daniels, Stafford, Herbert. I'll hear the Herbert argument. DNs, yeah. Okay. Pair another pass rusher with Hutchinson. I think that's what I had. I think that's what I had at my last mock. Herbert overrated. Hard to tell with Herbert. Brandon, he had the worst coach in football for the last 3 years prior to this year. And my man was throwing to Lab McConkey. I think I had the Niners going with the tackle. I think I had him taking Kelvin Banks Jr., the tackle from Texas. I'll hear the Herbert argument. I'm not sold on the Herbert overrated argument, though. I want to see, can we get him a receiver? He's throwing to Lab McConkey. I like Lab McConkey, but that's his number 1 receiver. And then he had to deal with Brandon Staley. I hate Brandon Staley. You people do not understand how much I hate Brandon Staley. Unanimous. Volk. Wow. Love to see it. Love to see it. Getting very emotional. He's had 2 of the worst coaches ever. Yes, that's the problem. But he wasn't great in the game against Houston. But Houston's defense kind of whooped their O-line's ass. They couldn't run the ball. And, like, he's throwing to Lad McConkey. I need something more than McConkey. Yeah, Lad McConkey ended with 1,100 yards. Lad McConkey good. Lad McConkey ain't a number 1 wide receiver, guys, in the NFL. Let's be real. Like, he ain't that kind of guy. Lad McConkey is really, really good. He ain't a dog. Like he ain't going to carry an offense with, like, DBs on him and stuff. And they couldn't run without J.K. Dobbins. They need a running back. They could also use a tight end. Go tight end or running back. If he gets a good wide receiver 1, yeah, there's just no good wide receiver 1s is the problem in this draft. I think the wide receivers are gone. Lad is like Julian Edelman. Yeah, like really solid. I would say he's probably more like Wes Welker even. Wes Welker was better than Julian in his prime. He's probably a lot like Devontae. He's like Devontae Smith, like a 1A type receiver. Pair him with like a true number 1 and he just gets even better. They just signed running backs for a few years. I mean, they need like a real running back though. Like Omarion Hampton is very, very titillating for me. Too many heinies. I feel that. Speaking of too many heinies, I'm like way more tired than I thought I was going to be. I'm a little tired, boys. So I think I'm going to wrap up the stream now. Volk wins. That was fun. Yeah, we've been live for like 2 hours, so I think that was a pretty good stream. What did the poll finish at? Where did the poll finish at? People like fighting. What's the kid from TCU with no hands and Palmer? Palmer's not even there anymore. Josh Palmer's gone. No, Josh Palmer gone. Josh Palmer in Buffalo. Sad day. It is Quentin Johnson, and he's terrible. He can't catch whatsoever. Quentin Johnson is the worst. Oh my God, Quentin Johnson. Don't get me started on Quentin Johnson. That makes me hella mad. He's so bad. And there's another receiver coming out from TCU this year he's like Quentin Johnson 2.0. If your team drafts that guy from TCU, is it Savion Williams? I think it's Savion Williams. Oh, you're so cooked. You're so cooked. I didn't dislike them passing on Malik. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, Joe Alt's probably, I mean, they have their left tackle and right tackle for the next 10 years. Yeah, Herbert definitely had no one to throw to. But no, Palmer is like gone now. That's what I'm saying. He's got even less. So he's just throwing at Johnson and McConkey. Now. And I like Palmer. I do like Josh Palmer. But yeah, that's going to do it for us tonight, guys. I appreciate everybody stopping by. Got a little bit more work to do. Nice chat. Oh, Ken. Welcome. I didn't see, I can only see public subs. So appreciate for you subbing. Big Dog, welcome to the chat. Thanks for hanging out. We're going to have more NFL stuff. Speaking of NFL stuff, we'll have my mock draft 3.0 going out on Monday morning, most likely. Maybe Monday evening. Depends how the editing goes. I still have to record it and edit it, but I got all our pretty little pictures done. So mock draft 3.0, then mock draft 4.0 next Monday. So Monday, mock draft 3.0. Then the Monday after that, my final mock draft 4.0, and then we'll be live for the NFL draft round 1 on Thursday, and we'll have all the draft content afterwards. So be sure, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, be on the lookout for all that good stuff. Appreciate everybody for stopping by. Again, like, subscribe, and share.